guys, Gabriella here, and today I'm doing something a little different where I'm trying to go through as many WGU degrees as I can in just a few minutes, giving you a quick but real breakdown of each one so you can actually figure out what might be worth your time. So starting off with computer science, which is easily one of the degrees I recommend the most, and honestly I've talked about it a ton because it just opens up so many doors like software engineering, data engineering, UX, UI, and more. But the biggest thing I always tell people is that if you really want to take advantage of ACE credits before you even enroll, because getting half your degree done upon can cut your timeline down from like 3 years to somewhere between 6 to 18 months, which is huge. Now, moving into nursing, specifically the Pre-Licensure program, this one leads to a BSN and an RN license if you pass that NCLEX. And it's one of those careers where job security is basically unmatched and the demand is always there with strong salaries. But at the same time, it's a very tough job with long shifts and a lot of stress. So even though it's stable, it's definitely not for everyone. Then you've got information technology, which is more of a broad and flexible degree compared to something like computer science. And what makes it appealing is that it's generally easier to break into entry-level roles like help desk, where you might start around $50,000 to $70,000 a year. And from there, you can gradually move into more advanced roles like cloud engineering or other specialized IT paths. Next is cloud and network engineering, which is one of the more newer degrees and honestly has grown on me because it combines two strong career paths into one. So you can go into cloud or networking, and if you go into this route, you really want to focus on platforms like AWS or Azure, since those dominate the job market right now. After that, there's health information management, which is kind of a mix between healthcare and technology. And while it may take a bit longer to complete compared to some of the other degrees, it can lead to solid careers in healthcare tech with salaries often in the $80,000 to $90,000 range or higher, especially if you build up some data-related skills alongside it. Now, psychology is one of the most popular and honestly one of the most interesting subjects because learning how people think is just always fascinating. But the reality is that a bachelor's degree alone doesn't have the best job prospects. So if you go this route, you really want to plan on getting a master's or even higher to make it worthwhile career-wise. Cybersecurity is another one that's been blowing up over the past several years, and there are so many different paths within it, like penetration testing, forensics, red team, and more. But it can also be confusing when you're starting out, so having a mentor who can guide you on what roles to target and how to position yourself can make a huge difference. Then there's software engineering, which a lot of people worry about because of AI. But realistically, if you focus on building strong skills and learn how to use AI tools to your advantage, there's still a ton of opportunity here. And while breaking in can be competitive, especially without referrals, once you get your foot in the door, it's still one of the highest paying and most flexible career paths. And finally, business management, which is one of the most popular degrees overall and is really useful for career growth and promotions rather than unlocking very specific roles right away. And it becomes even more valuable if you stack it with something like an MBA, with average salaries around $70,000 and higher potential as you gain experience. So that's a quick but honest breakdown of some of the main WGU degrees. And if you're trying to move faster through any of these, transfer credits are one of the biggest advantages that you can take. And I've got a lot more content coming around that, so definitely stay tuned and let me know in the comments which degree you're thinking about.